ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe.
Drums, boobs, Heineken.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review on the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Avengers Age of Ultron Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure. Gotta give a big thanks to JC and Marvelous News for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest Marvel Legends reviews, go to JC's channel. He actually has a review of the Rhino Build-A-Figure up already. So if you're trying to pre-order this set, you can get it.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now, I don't have the Marvel Now Iron Man at the moment, but he does come with the right leg to Hulkbuster over here. So this is the right leg right over here. And then we get the left leg that comes with Doctor Strange. This lower torso piece right here comes with the Vision. And we can just get the legs plugged in right over there. Plugs in nicely and get that plugged in right over there. Okay, and then we have this upper torso that comes with Blizzard. Now I actually want to try to get a second piece of this just so I could try to like Dremel out this whole section right here and try to get a Mark 43 Iron Man, you know, popping his head up. So it's not just the head sitting on here, it's, you know, it's got these parts over here, but you could already tell there's a difference in the color of red between them. But anyway, yeah, the Blizzard parts right over here, you just assemble this right through this piece right here, so you get that in between those two ports right there, and then try to get this all lined up right over here on top. Oh, gotta get it facing the right way and get that connected right there. Then we have the arms. The right arm comes with Valkyrie and that pegs in nicely. Left arm comes with Thundra, pegs in nicely right over there. And the small head comes with War Machine. And here's Hulkbuster out of the packaging, and this Hulkbuster Iron Man is just incredible, man. I think Hasbro did a fantastic job with this. That sculpt is just amazing. I really love the articulation on this figure. It's very articulated. My biggest complaint though is the paint apps. I'm very bummed out about the paint apps. They're not as shiny as I mentioned earlier. It doesn't match the Mark 43 Iron Man. And if you take a look at this, this Uncanny Avengers #5 over here, you know, looking on the back, we get this advertisement, which is awesome to see. I'm really stoked about that, but you know, the paint it's not getting that, you know, brighter reddish kind of color, you know, that we're seeing on the figure over here, so that doesn't really match up as advertised. But still, nonetheless, it is a very cool Build-A-Figure. Just needs a repaint. I need to mention that the gold paint isn't really so bad. It's just mostly the red color of the plastic that I have a problem with, and the sculpting on this head sculpt is great. I really dig this a lot. Look at that. You got a lot of lines etched in there and everything, and I do like the gold paint that they used for the most part. There are parts where I don't like the gold, or it's actually mostly gold plastic is where I get disappointed. You're just kind of looking at the back of it over here. It's got its jet boosters right there on the back too. That's pretty cool that that's all done. It could have been like, I don't know, maybe a blue color in there or something would have been kind of neat to see. And then looking at the side right there. And you can remove this head sculpt. I like that you can fit a regular head sculpt right on. I have the Mark 43 Tony Stark head, and it doesn't really plug in there, but you can do that if you wish. It kind of looks funny. Like I said, I want to Dremel out this whole section right over here and just leave it open on an extra torso piece. But looking at the rest of the torso over here, it looks really good. I do like the sculpt on this guy. I think they did a great job of making him really huge and bulky, giving him a lot of details right here in the sculpt and everything. I like how these shoulder pieces are connected to the arms, so you don't have to worry about him not being able to lift his arms up or anything. We get a fair amount of details right over here, right on the top of it and stuff, so it looks like they have a lot of lines sculpted throughout the whole figure. We get some fake pistons. I wish this was more of a silver kind of color instead of gray. Like I said, I don't like that gold plastic color that they used over here. It looks very flat, but again, sculpted nicely. And then here's this arc reactor, which sometimes gets buried by this piece right here. Sometimes I think that they should have put it right there, which they kind of did, but yeah, sometimes the arc reactor gets buried and I don't like that so much. Some nice detail right over there. So, you know, the figure is really good. I like it a lot. You know, it's just that red plastic bothers the hell out of me. And I wish this was done a little bit with some more silver, you know, or something blue right over here to paint that in. So he has his mini shin reactors. You know, I really like those. Some nice Hulkbuster toes, some nice details etched in there. They did give us peg holes at the bottom of his feet, which I think is kind of funny. And he does have his jet boosters right over here too. And then looking on the back over there, you can see the heels and all those parts sculpted in there. Some more fake pistons on the back, which I wish were brighter silver. And, you know, he's not totally absent of paint on the back over here. Not as well painted as the front, but still not totally blank or anything. This guy really just needs a repaint over anything else. Now, the selling point for me on this figure is the articulation. I really like it a lot. You can move his head up quite a bit right there. I think that's great. And you can shift it forward and back like that, too. You can move his head all the way down like that. Or you could scoot it back and make him look down straight a little further. You get side-to-side movement. You do get head pivot. So all kinds of head movement right here on this head. His shoulders move outward pretty far. You can rotate the arms forward. He does have a bicep swivel right over here. He also has an elbow swivel. He doesn't meet 90 degrees at the elbow. He also has a wrist swivel over here, and it hinges up and back. And you can get it to move back a little bit, but you're kind of moving this panel piece over here. He has a great diaphragm joint. It rotates side to side. You get a great crunch forward, great crunch back on this thing. You get some really good pivot on here too. The hip joints are great. They move out that much. You can get him to kick forward very far and move back. Upper thigh swivel. Great double jointed knees in here. I like that. At least 90 degree bend. Ankles move down a little bit. They move up some. You do get side to side movement over here, and he has great ankle pivot. I love that they sculpted this area around the ankle so that you can move this inward. That was just so cool. That was like one of the first things I had tested on this thing over at New York Toy Fair earlier this year. Dwight just handed this to me. He goes like, here, check this out. I'm like, what? And not to mention the weight too. That's something that really needs to be said about this, is that it has some weight. Now, JC did a review on this guy, and he mentioned that there might be die cast in the legs on this. I don't think so, because I took some magnets and it didn't really, you know, stick to it or anything. So it's just a lot of heavy duty plastic on this guy, and mostly in the lower section over here. Of course, you saw earlier this top piece is hollow, but it's just incredibly sturdy and a very durable figure too. I like it a lot. Now, this Hulkbuster figure is massive. He stands at 9.5 inches tall. Here's our Marvel Legends Hulkbuster compared to the Titan Hero Tech Hulkbuster, and then we have the Lego Hulkbuster. It's kind of funny to me how the red doesn't match on any of these figures at all. And here's our movie Hulkbuster compared to two comic versions of Hulkbuster. We have the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Hulkbuster, and we have the recently released Marvel Select comic book Hulkbuster right there. And you can see how this figure towers over both of these guys. Hulkbuster party, yeah! And then here's Hulkbuster compared to the Marvel Legends Hulk from the Avengers Age of Ultron movie. And these look great side by side like this. I think the scale for these is perfect. Then here's Hulkbuster compared to the Marvel Select Age of Ultron Hulk, and Hulk is standing a little bit taller than Hulkbuster over here. Then here's Mark 44 next to the Mark 43, and I cannot emphasize enough how much I would have liked this figure more if it had this red plastic from the 43 over here. Here's Hulkbuster compared to our previous Build-A-Figure. We have movie Ultron over here, and wow, what a size difference between these two. And then here he is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Easy. Easy. Yeah, Hulkbuster on 1 foot. Yeah, not leaning on anything right there. The art of balance, huh? Hey, I really do like this figure. I complain about the red plastic, but really that's my real only complaint with this figure. I really like it a lot. Very fun to pose, and I think Hasbro, for the most part, did a really good job. Anyway, hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button. Click any of these boxes over here for more Shart in your face. Check out the Patreon account. Check out the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to go to MarvelousNews.com for the latest in Marvel-related news. I'll catch you guys later. See you at Comic-Con.
That's crispy.
And then the small head comes with Ant-Man.